I want to talk about pride real quick. J. Cole said in a song, he said, pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. You get the point. People in the ghetto, in the hood, is so prideful. The funny thing is, like, pride be the death of a lot of you. Pride is the reason why a lot of you in prison. Pride is the reason why a lot of you crashed out, right? Pride is the reason why a lot of you got bad family relations. Pride is the reason why a lot of you don't got a job and you tainting your name and your reputation so nobody will hire you or even mess with you. Pride is the reason you ruin your friendships. Pride is the reason for a lot of the downfall that a lot of us is experiencing. And the crazy thing is, like, for what are you so prideful for? What are you so arrogant for? Bro, for what? For what? Bro, we are being pushed out of our neighborhoods through gentrification, right? Through other tactics that landlords use, whether it's fires, whether it's not giving us the repairs we need, whether, like, we being pushed out. We don't own a lot of the businesses in our community, so we ain't really growing economically. We not. So we not really the economic growth. We don't own our homes. We're being pushed out, right? Like, what are we so prideful about? Oh, so because we don't own the assets in our communities, because we don't own our homes, we live in deplorable buildings with pissy hallways, people be shitting in the hallways, we see drug addicts all the time, they don't clean it, the maintenance, like, takes forever, so we living in these deplorable conditions, right? So the only thing we could be prideful of is, oh, we go buy some name brand. We got the latest J's. Oh, we got some Gucci, we got some Fendi. All of those is names that belong to people that get rich off of us. So because we can't own where we live or the businesses, right? Most of the businesses, people don't even live in the community. So they getting their money and spending it somewhere else, growing their economics, the economic growth, the economic impact in some other neighborhood, while we sitting here still in poor conditions. But you think because you got Louis or you got some name brand that you get to be arrogant, that you get to have some pride, that you doing something? You thought you was doing something, didn't you? You thought you was doing something. You know what happens when you get a little something and the people around you don't get a little nothing? You stand out. And what do hungry people do? You know what hungry people do. You know what hungry people do. But the point is, let's take this a little further. Then we have the pride with our ego. The pride with our, like, we don't have shit to really be prideful of, but what we do is, oh, that dude was staring at me. We don't even realize that this is like slavery tactics. Like, this is like slavery characteristics where you couldn't even look at the patrols in the eye. So now today, when a man look you in the eye, you got a problem. Why he looking at me? Why he grilling me? The same question that the master will ask you, or the same question that the slave patrols will ask you, why you looking at me in my eye, boy? It's the same thing you do to your brothers. If they looking at you for too long, like 2 seconds too long in your eyes, you got a problem. Why you looking at me? If somebody bumps you by accident, you got a problem. Step on your sneakers by accident, you got a problem. You ready to crash out because your shoes cost $1,200. This is crazy, man. Your shoes cost $1,200, so now you feel like if somebody scuff them, you really got to go in. Nobody told you to buy $1,200 shoes in the first place and then go to a crowded place where people might be stepping on people might be spilling drinks, come on, bro. And then there are situations, bro, where you know you could have walked away. But you had, when keeping the real goes wrong. I don't know if y'all seen that episode, Dave Chappelle, when keeping the real goes wrong. You just had to keep it real. Your pride didn't let you walk away because you thinking about, or they're going to think I'm soft, or they're going to say XYZ. So now you got in a bigger jam. You end up getting blamed because of pride, homie. Or your shorty, or sometimes you might be in a situation that your girlfriend instigated. You know you should leave it alone. Come on, let's go, baby. And then she start getting in your ear like, oh, you soft. Or start saying some of those things that you don't want to hear. You start saying some of those things, and then what happens? Pride, homie. You go out there, do something dumb for shorty. Get locked up, possibly killed. And then she goes on to the next dude. She goes on, sometimes she might go to the dude that popped you. Because of pride, homie. Pride. Sometimes all it takes is an apology. To just be like, I'm sorry. My bad, I overreacted. That's on me. And I'm going to work on it. Sometimes that's enough to just fix the situation. You get on the bus, people be sitting on, I seen people sit on the bus, put their bag on the seat beside them because they don't want nobody to sit next to them. And then when somebody asks you to move the seat, move the bag, they catch an ad. Like, bro, this ain't your bus. Like, what are you prideful and arrogant and like, come on. I seen people get on the trains, public spaces, no headphones, blasting their music when there's other people on the train, on the bus. Like, what's going on with our people, man? What is going on with our people? I seen people go in the grocery store, the clerk get the order wrong, and they lashing out, going crazy, smacking stuff off the counter. Like, yo, whatever issues you going through, the clerk, it's not the clerk's fault. They messed up your order, okay. He probably said, my bad, I'll make it again. We're so arrogant and prideful for what? For the clothes that we wear? Look, we can't get assets. We can't buy assets in our community, so we go buy liabilities, right? We go get cars, we go get clothes, we go get shoes, we go get a lot of things that really depreciate, right? They don't appreciate, they depreciate. And then we want to be prideful. You want to be prideful because you bought a bottle of Henny in the club, or you get a bottle of Henny in the club every week, and you still being pushed out your neighborhood. The neighborhoods are still being gentrified. In 10 years, your neighborhood might be completely different and rid of you and your people. Maybe this is why you drink so much. But like, we're very prideful for what, homie? For what? The average black family passes down zero wealth to their descendants. Zero wealth. What you prideful about? And even if you have all those things and those riches and those assets, you know, most of the time, the people that have those things, they're not even that prideful. Sometimes they be more humble than the people that's poor trying to act like they rich. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, what are we so prideful about? And prideful to the point that you think you better than your neighbor that live in the same shitty building like you? I be hearing stuff. You try to act so prideful or so better than your neighbor that got to get in a pissy hallway on the pissy elevator with you. Come on, bro. Like, yo, if we don't get to the point where we realize we got to work together, or we gonna perish. It's about mutual cooperation. Bro, I don't walk down the street and look at my brothers like my enemies. And some of them might be. Some of them might be. And when that happens, it happens. And I got to defend myself and take care of my business. But I don't come out the house with the I wish a nigga would mentality. I don't come out the house trying to harm my sisters or my brothers. I don't. Unless you did something to me. But outside of that, like, I don't walk around with that hatred in my heart. A lot of people do. A lot of people, the way they look at me, the way they look at each other, the way they so quick. The other day I was on a bus. Dude was so quick to pop on this dude. But how some misunderstanding, we either gonna get it together or we gonna perish.